Hello and welcome to video 2 of the Build Your List and Make Money Guest Blogging video series. I'm so excited to have you here, and I wanted to say thank you to everyone who sent me emails, who commented, who tweeted me in regards to video 1. I really appreciate the feedback, and I'm glad to see you getting excited about guest blogging because there is so much value and opportunity with it. So thank you so much for reaching out. So I wanted to just take a couple of moments to recap what we covered in video 1, just in case anyone missed it and didn't see it. And also, if you look below this video, you'll see there's a link back to video 1. So if you missed it, you can always go back and watch it. So let's talk about Cheryl Woodhouse. Cheryl pitched and was published with her very first guest post on fire pole marketing. And you know what result she actually got from that? She actually made 10 grand from her first ever guest post. So she posted, she got a number of new subscribers, and someone went on to buy her VIP package for $10,000. Not bad for a first guest post. We also talked about Fifi Mills, who hasn't got her products and services quite packaged together yet, but she's guest blogging, and one of her recent posts got her 180 new subscribers. So when she does have those packages together, she will have the perfect list to start launching and promoting her offers to. So definitely a couple of stories to watch there. The thing we spoke about was knowing who your ideal client is and what their pain points are. So what are they finding challenging and what do they want a solution to? If you can identify that, pitching, publishing, and then converting the readers to become subscribers on your guest post will be so much easier because you will be speaking their language and solving their challenges, and they will want more from you. So getting that really clear on who your ideal audience is. After that, we spoke about actually analysing who you should be guest blogging for. You shouldn't be going out and just pitching anyone and everyone. It is too much work to be doing that. You want to be really clear and work out research which blogs are going to be best for you. So thinking about, do they have your ideal audience? Is their audience engaged? So are they commenting, responding, sharing? Making sure all those things are in place before you even think about pitching. And then we spoke a little bit about pitching. So in terms of how to approach it, and a couple of tips there. For example, making sure that you always include 2 potential topics for your guest post, rather than just one, so that the potential host chooses between rather than just saying yes or no to your pitch. One of the questions I got after the video was, what does a pitch really look like? Start with a really simple way of demonstrating that you've been reading the other person's work and you really enjoyed it, you found it valuable somehow. So it might be that you mention a recent blog post and what action you took as a result of reading it. Then you can talk about the 2 topics that you could guest post for and why they are relevant. So why should someone actually care about you guest posting for them? Why are the topics relevant? And then finishing off with a simple call to action, asking them for a response. So those are the things we covered in video 1. Okay, I wanted to share a couple more stories with you today about what is possible with guest blogging, because it's really important to be inspired and motivated. If you know what others have achieved, it means that you can achieve that for yourself and you are more likely to take action. Julia Sidner is quite new to guest blogging. She's already increased her mailing list by 25% and her guest posts have a conversion rate of 57%, so that's really exciting for her. Another example is Brian Greaves, who recently had a post that went viral, but when I spoke to him, he has actually had 500% list growth over the time he has been guest blogging. So I wanted to give you a couple of examples there that were contrasting in terms of Julia just starting out and Brian quite an experienced guest blogger, so that you can actually see what's possible for you. So a quick reminder of why you might like to listen to me when it comes to guest blogging. So I have had over 96% of my guest posts accepted, so not too bad an acceptance rate. I also average 40 new subscribers from every guest post, which is fantastic. I love growing my list. And finally, my conversion rate averages 45%. What do you do once you've actually had your guest pitch accepted? So you've pitched a potential host and they have said yes to you. Well, to start with, obviously you want to write your post. And you need to take notice of the way that the host blogger often structures their posts so that you can match it reasonably well. So it's not something that the readers will go, hang on, what's going on here? And they will actually follow through and read it. Within your post, you want to link to your landing page if possible. So talking about things in relation to your topic, if there is a place that you can reasonably link to your landing page to offer an opt-in incentive, so for example, further information, a template, a checklist, whatever your opt-in is great to be able to link within your post because people are far more likely to click on it. They're not expecting you to be trying to sell them something, so to speak, even though it's the opt-in. They're looking for further information, so they're willing to click on that link. In addition to linking within your actual guest post, you also want to submit a bio, 50 to 100 words that tells people who you help and what you help them with, and also include a call to action that tells them exactly why they should click through to your website. What benefit and what promise will they receive if they click through to your website? So what is the opt-in incentive that they will receive? Making sure you include a call to action for that within your bio. Let's talk about opt-ins. The key to opt-in success is to make sure, like we spoke about in video 1, knowing exactly who your ideal client is and choosing one really specific pain point and addressing that for them in the opt-in. For example, this video series is an opt-in incentive. A lot of people know how to guest post to a reasonable extent. They can do the basics. They know that it builds their authority and expertise, but they have no idea how to actually grow their list and make money from guest blogging. So this series is designed to help you get to know how to do that. It's an opt-in that solves the particular pain point of not knowing how to build your list and make money from guest blogging. So within your community, within your audience, they will have specific pain points that you can address and that you can solve with an opt-in incentive. Now, you need to think about how to best deliver that information. For a busy mother, is it worth creating a 2 or 3 hour video for them to sit down and watch? Or is it better to create a template or checklist that's going to enable them to complete a particular task much, much faster? Being a busy mum, they're not going to have time to watch a video, so the template or checklist is definitely the better option in this case. So think about how your ideal audience will best receive your solution, how you should deliver it, whether it's text, whether it's audio, whether it's video. Now, a few of you submitted some objections to guest blogging after the last video, and I want to thank you for that. That's actually fantastic because I can help you overcome those objections. So thank you for sending them in. The first objection was that when you've pitched a guest blogger, the expectation of when you'll actually submit the guest post by has been totally unrealistic though. You just couldn't get it done in the time frame. My suggestion to you is that if you are planning to pitch someone a particular topic, before you send the pitch, also draft an outline of how your post will be written. So knowing what key points you'll address within the post and having that structured, whether it's in handwriting or in a Word document, as soon as you know whether your pitch has been accepted or not, if it has been, you can basically drop the information in. You know what you need to write, you know what you need to cover. So you can fill the gaps and it's so much quicker to get your writing done. A number of you actually said, hey, how am I meant to guest post? I can't keep up with my own blog post. So like a lot of you have just started getting into the rhythm of one post per week for your own website, which is fantastic. What I would say to you is set a goal for how many guest posts you would like to get written each month. So even if it's just one guest post per month, That's progress. That's fantastic. Otherwise, it might be that one week you post on your own blog and the next week you actually guest post elsewhere, so that you're consistently driving new traffic back to your website, and then they're receiving the value of the new guest post the following week on your own website. So alternating between. It's all well and good to be posting on your site every week, but if you're not actually growing your audience, you can't expect to increase your list and to grow your income from that. How many of you are scared that your guest posts won't be good enough? Let me tell you, my hand is up. I have done that. I was there when I started out guest blogging. The thing to remember is, you know what? If your guest post is rejected or it's not published, don't freak out. Don't go, oh my God, I'm not good enough to guest post. It might be that it's just not the right time, the right fit for that host, or if they say it's actually not up to the standard that they're looking for. Use that as motivation to practice your writing and to be guest blogging elsewhere till you get to the point that you're ready to repitch the particular site. They're the key things that I wanted to cover in video 2 with you, but don't go away. Video 3 is the big one. It's the one where we go from the process of actually guest blogging to getting people on your list and buying from you. How you actually convert people from merely being subscribers. And there's nothing wrong with subscribers, but subscribers don't build a business. Buyers do. So moving them from subscribers to buyers and making income from your guest blogging. Definitely keep an eye out for that. It will be released in a couple of days. Until then, I would love you to write a comment below this video, or if you found it helpful and you know someone who could benefit from watching, I would love you to get out there and share it on social media and tag the person. Until next time, thanks for watching.